Okay, we're making birria tacos today, alright? You're gonna wanna get a chuck roast. I have two 2-pounders, so that's 4 pounds. And you wanna get your pot on a medium-high heat, or you can put it on a separate pan and brown them on each side. Make sure they're nice and brown. And then in the next step, you're just gonna add water to them, alright? Alright, this step you should season both sides of the chuck roast with adobo, which I didn't do here, I did later on. And then you're gonna want to add water. The amount of water is completely up to you. Just make sure you don't put too much so you can actually reach your chuck roast. Alright. Alright, I want to go over what seasonings we used. I'm not going over it live because I messed it up the camera work, so it's not really showing. So first you're gonna need the peppercorn and tomato bouillon with chicken flavor, and then you're gonna need adobo for the steaks, and then cinnamon sticks. You're gonna need about 4 of them to throw in there, and then you're gonna need about 4 of those. You're gonna need about 5 of those. And then 5 of those as well. And I forgot to mention, you're also gonna need a full onion, a beef bouillon, and then salt to your taste. And that's about it. Okay, the next step is to get all the vegetables out of there, put them in a blender. Once it looks like this, you're just gonna wanna throw it right back in there, all right? And then mix it around with a ladle or a spoon or something. And then cover the pot again and let it boil for about let it simmer for about 3 hours on low heat. Okay, it's about 3 hours later. It's all done. I don't have a fork for some reason, which sucks, so I use a knife instead just to show you how easy it cuts. This is how it should look like, nice and buttery. You know, you could do it with your bare hands. You'd burn them off, but still looks cool nonetheless. Alright, and that about really wraps it up. Alright, the second part of this dish, you're going to want to coat the bottom of a pan with oil, whatever oil you want, and then put the noodles inside. And all you do is you just stir it around until it's nice and brown, and then go on to the next step, which I will explain to you here in a second. Next step is to add water. I add about 4 cups, not measuring cups, just 4 cups I had in my house of water, and that's it. Okay, the seasoning, garlic salt, tomato sauce, and beef bouillon. First, you're gonna wanna add your tomato sauce or tomato paste, whatever you have in there. And then you're gonna wanna add garlic salt. Actually, you're gonna want garlic powder, but I only had garlic salt, so that's what I'm using. I actually couldn't even open it, which was embarrassing at the time, but we're over it now. And the final ingredient is beef bouillon. You're gonna want to use chicken bouillon 100%, but I didn't have it on hand, so I had to use beef bouillon. Very sad times. And then the final ingredient is cilantro. I didn't show it here, but you're gonna want to add a hefty amount of cilantro in there as well. Alright, that's about it. You got the dip over there. You're gonna want to add more cilantro to that, a lot more than what I did. It was just for demonstration purposes. And then the shredded up meat is in there, just to keep warm so you could eat it later on, because no one likes cold meat. And then the noodles, you want to add a lot more cilantro to that too. And I forgot to mention it, but you're going to want to let it simmer on low heat for about 15 minutes, and then it will be done. And that's it. Thanks.